Oh my.
Hello? Hey Mark, how's it going? Oh, I'm doing good, buddy. How are you doing? Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So what's going on? Okay. For the weekend of February 2nd? Okay. I'll have to check my calendar. So this reservation's in Niswa, Minnesota? Okay. Let me look at a couple things. I got to make a couple phone calls, call a couple buddies, see if I can get the gang together and go on an ice fishing trip. That sounds like it'd be an awesome time. Thanks for thinking of me, Mark, and reaching out to me. I really appreciate it. All right, I'll call you soon. Wow, that was an awesome phone call. Now I got to do a little bit of research because I have never been to Minnesota. I've never been ice fishing. I don't even know what kind of fish are up there. So I'm going to delve into some research real quick on my computer, and then I'm going to call a couple of my buddies and see what we can't get figured out. It says Lake Niswa is a 219-acre lake located in the scenic Crow Wing County, Minnesota. The maximum lake depth is 23 foot. Water surface area 207 acres of shoreline, 2.6 miles max of shore length, and maximum depth of 25 feet. That is the farthest I've ever traveled for a fishing trip. Fishing in Niswa Lake. Black bullhead, crappie, brown bullhead, green sunfish, hybrid sunfish, largemouth bass, northern pike, tullibee. I've never heard of a tullibee. Walleye, yellow bullhead, yellow perch, bowfin, common carp, white sucker. These are just kind of different kinds of shiners. So let's see what these look like over here. Okay, so bullhead's a catfish. So yellow perch. I see people catch these a lot, especially ice fishing. I think our trip's either going to be yellow perch, northern pike, maybe crappie. There's another catfish, yellow bullhead, and walleye. Alright, so we got a little bit of research done, so that's pretty interesting. I always hear stories about the walleye and northern pike up there. I've never been ice fishing, so I think that would be pretty cool. So now I got to make some phone calls and see which of my buddies I can get to go with me. Let's see how this goes. Hey, what's up, man? What are you doing? Is this working? I feel that, man. Hey, I got this awesome opportunity. It'd be a nice little break from work. Me and you could both use that. So I had a relative reach out to me. Well, he had a trip planned, but they got no snow, and they wanted to go snowmobiling, so then they just decided not to go, and he called me and asked me if I wanted to go. And I said if I could round up a couple guys, like I would more than be happy to go down there and try my hand at ice fishing. So, and I know you're always the first person I call when I get into shenanigans, man, because I know you're always down. When is it? Like a week from now. The 2nd through the 4th. Maybe we'll come back Sunday. You just got back from a vacation last week? Yeah, but that's different. This one's going to be more fun.
You sure about that?
Ice fishing. You don't sound so sure of yourself. Oh, man, come on. You know it'll be a good time. All right, man. Well, ask your wife and see what she thinks of the whole ordeal. I promise I'm not crazy, man. So now I better call Mark back since I kind of got something figured out here. Hey, what's up, Mark? Yeah, no, I think I did find a buddy to go with me. I've been delving into some research, kind of finding out what kind of fish there are, how the ice fishing goes, how all the rigs work. I also saw that they had a tournament going on this weekend, but it got moved. So we called around a little while and tried to find like an ice fishing shack. We couldn't really find anything because they were all booked up. So I think I'm just going to buy a bunch of stuff and we're just going to try our hand at doing it ourselves. I appreciate you for reaching out to me, man. I really do. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye. He said he was going to send me over his reservation details so we can get cracking on this. Now we got to go get all of our stuff packed and wait for the rest of our stuff that we ordered to get here. I forgot some things. Some very important things. I forgot the tent. I forgot my ice fishing poles. Luckily, I was able to get with my cousin in my hometown when I picked up my buddy here, and he was able to hook me up with 3 or 4 ice fishing poles. So I'm forever grateful for you, Hunter. I love you. But after a couple detours, we made a couple tip-up rigs. We didn't get here till like 2 a.m. We got our stuff inside and kind of rigged up some basic stuff. 3 a.m. probably is when we shut the lights off, and we got back up at 7 a.m. So let's see what today's adventure unfolds. So after a 50-mile journey, we meet up with one of Mark's buddies, Todd, that's gonna show me and Dylan the ropes today. And it's gonna be an exciting day. It's super cold, and I don't even know. Let's see what the GPS says. We're by just this massive lake right here. It's just insane how big this thing is. But we're gonna get unloaded. We're just gonna get unloaded and see where the day takes us. Dealing with the snack cooler. I got everything else. Dragging it across the road. There's your thumbnail. This is the one in it. In the middle of the road. What awesome access that he has right here.
I didn't really know the whole program of what you guys' plan was.
It's alright. Just some basics, and we'll sit out here and entertain ourselves. That's my buddy. I usually just call him on the fly, and I'm like, hey, we're going so-and-so. And he's like, do I need to buy plane tickets? I'm like, no, man, we'll just drive. People from Missouri, they're the worst. It's like, why would we fly to Florida when we can just drive? It's only 17 hours.
Good friend to have.
Oh yeah.
You're up. So kind of remember these tracks. Well, there's tracks all over, but on your phone you got a compass or something, right?
Yeah.
Walk straight north and you'll run into the shoreline and you'll see your car and my house and all that shit.
Okay.
So long.
Make sure we still have our stuff.
Yeah.
So does that tell you like how fast we're going and
Yeah. See on top?
6.2? Okay. And then the little fish mark, is that where your huts are? Or where
That's where
your spots are?
Yeah.
Here's our progress so far. This tent was not that difficult, but it was a little challenge to get up. We went through and we drilled out all these holes. Thank God that Dylan brought the whole Milwaukee shebang. Made slight work of this. Todd was very impressed by our tip-up rigs. He said he'd never seen homemade one, so we still got a little bit more setting up here to do. My GoPro battery died, so you guys don't get to watch it, but we got chairs, we got food. One of the guys we actually ran into down here, he stopped and gave us all of his shiners. He said they're biting live bait right now, so it is not bad out here at all. I really, no complaints.
King in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair. Oh, go do this, king in the
Todd's kind
castle.
of concerned that we don't have a heater, but
I'm sweating.
yeah. This is what we get for triple layering, base layer, triple layer. So I'm gonna hook a camera to one of these fishing poles and I'm gonna drop it down in the hole and just scope out. It's not gonna be my GoPro because I'd be devastated if I lost this, but we're gonna finish building the tip-up rigs. But we pretty much got our first apartment set up on the ice, dude. So I'm gonna do some rigging here. I don't want to lose this camera, even though it's not that significant to me. But I will double this through, and I'm gonna drop this down in the hole and see what is lurking in this green abyss. Dylan's down here finishing up our tip-up rigs.
Once you're done doing that, can you hand me some screws out of that bag?
Yeah, heavy. Okay, here's the camera rig. It should sink like a rock. So these are homemade tip-up rigs.
How do we make the line trip it? That's something we gotta figure out.
Okay. I've been seeing that they'll run it through like the second to last notch. I guess there's only, most of those only have 3 on them.
Alright. So here, let's move this.
Oops, sorry.
Let's move this over a hole. Stick a hole in there real quick. Figure out how this is set up. Honestly, we can set one right there in that hole in here.
I was to say we can make one outside too, where we can see it from our chair. So the rig here is real simple. We got just a run-of-the-mill door stopper and a mouse trap and a gas marking line flag, and we kind of set it just how you would set a normal mouse trap. So now, so they were taking it from like these. They were taking it from like this one.
I see.
They were like rigging it under here. But then I feel like you have to drop it down, find your depth first, and then just like pin it up basically, and this will hold it in place.
I just want to test it one time. To make
Okay.
Sure that
You want a split shot? You might put a split shot on there.
it drops enough to test it.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna pull this down.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, let the slack out of this down in the hole. It's got a little weighted head to it, so it's gonna slowly sink.
Alright,
See if we can see it.
grab that and pull down. Just oh, it pulled it off. It pulled it out.
Here, let's drop it first, and then we'll rig it from here.
Oh, call an ambulance! Call an ambulance!
Got me. It's not that bad.
We're on to something here.
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
This is gonna work.
I think so, dude.
Alright, so it needs to pull it down.
It will pull it down if a fish grabs that. Holy shit, that one might wake you up from your sleep. You might tie it in like a little knot if you can, like twist it, like make a loop in here. Like twist like a... Yeah, like that. This tool right here is called the Hole Hog. Check this thing out. What a rig this is. The land over there. The fog's lifted a little bit and you can see land again, so we're not desolate out here. We're not cold yet, but Todd's neighbor's coming back out here and he's gonna set his rig up and he's gonna have our little heater reserve. Huh?
You're right.
My right or your right?
You're right. No, sorry, you're left.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like
Your left, right there. Now back.
back further?
Yeah.
Okay. Like this?
Right there.
Is that like a comfortable, like not break your neck to look?
More left. Perfect. Right there.
Oh, that's awesome. That's nice, huh? It seems like it's kind of stalling it out there.
Don't let it pull itself.
Okay, so before this is all the way through, I'm gonna clear this out.
whenever the water comes through, this makes that is so deep, dude. Mama Tammy, there's nothing to worry about. This ice is, I'm already like 10 inches deep in here. Look at this. It goes up to like my elbow. Oh my god. That's so deep, dude. This thing is so nice, dude.
What you do to it, Dylan?
Bragged about it.
Should be charged. Yeah.
It is charged. Is it like a... Whoa, maybe that's what you don't stand too close to the hole for. I can't believe how deep that is. Okay, go sit in the other chair and tell me where the next one needs to be. This is the coolest thing I've ever done. Other than get like half of myself wet. I should have known better. Tell me when.
Right there. Or back just a little bit. Right there.
Okay. What are we gonna do not this time, kids? We're gonna step back from the hole a little bit. That's so deep. There it was. Hey, that one didn't get me that time.
So this is a little different than like, it's the same-ish kind of idea as one that's found a boat, but different. So underneath this, see it's kind of like a cone. So it's shooting out a sonar in a cone. The deeper water, the more you're gonna see, right? So right now it's at, maybe it's a 19-degree angle, so you're gonna get this much, right? So yeah, all right, so it's reading the bottom, 17 feet, okay? This is the bottom,
Red?
where it's red.
Okay.
Okay, now see that green right here? That's the minnow.
Okay.
That's the fish. So I want to set this string to about where I want this to sit, like a foot or so off the bottom, okay? That little string there. That way I don't have to bring this over every time I want to, you know, get a fish or whatnot. Right, so these are the weights. That's the minnow. There's a fish there. So you can use the same concept when you're jigging.
Okay.
I'll show you over here.
That was about a foot off the bottom.
Yeah, about a foot, yep.
So does that just hold on there, or?
So that'll just like, when a fish grabs it, this will
Spin.
and you'll hear the rattle.
Okay.
And then you run over there and
Grab it. Okay.
hand look at it. And then,
did you
what
hook
do you
that?
guys got on the tip of it?
Just minnows.
Huh?
Minnows.
Like fathead?
Sure, if that's what that guy gave us.
Okay. Probably pretty serious.
Just like little black back.
Yeah, the bag and the transducer itself was like $200, so you know,
Pretty good.
it's probably a $600. It ain't worth $600, but that's what it costed
Right.
to dual purpose it. You know.
I like that. We went on a float trip, like an 11-mile deal, and I lost. I had a Fluger Presidential like that one.
Yeah.
I lost it. I cried for a couple days and tipped in my canoe. I said that's what happens though. You get something nice, right? And you start like, you get proud of it and you brag about it. She on. We all searched for a while. It's funny too, because I had my GoPro rigged in the canoe and it just flipped over and just sitting there filming underwater for a couple minutes. Brace!
Big enough?
Yeah. Giant. You here to catch big fish?
Big baits catch big fish.
Oh.
But I didn't grab mine out of the garage because
Dude, check that thing out, Dylan. It's got tracks on it, dude. That's pretty badass.
I did good last week from noon to 4 or noon to 3. Yeah. Afternoon bite. Sun came out a little bit though.
We normally fish from about 3 to 6.
Yeah. I mean that's the best time for sure.
Write that down. Write that down.
Where are you from?
I'm from Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Never ice fished before at all?
How about those Chiefs, though?
We were down here one at a time. It's hard outside here.
Oh, dude, he's got a straight camera.
So that's the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's my jig. You see that?
Uh-huh. Oh.
But yeah, with better, when you're inside, it's better, but
That's awesome. Is it just like a camera on a string?
yeah, on this cord.
Can't believe how clear that is.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Does it get cold in
That's hard
Kansas
part because
City?
like
It was like 67 when I left. It's like summer.
it's like it looks like he's right there by your jig, you know, but he could be like, you know, since it's a cone,
Are you
you know, it
fishing
just
with
means he's
anybody
in the
else?
area.
Yeah, my buddy's in there. His name's also Dylan. We're both named
Two
Dylan.
Dylan.
We've been best friends for like 15 years. We've had people like his parents took me in like in high school, and I don't know, probably 2 or 3 times we've heard somebody say like, couldn't your parents think of another name other than Dylan? I'm like, they don't even have the same last name.
Dad, didn't you?
The one-man dog sled team. All the spikes broke off my cleats, so D. Voorhees leading Santa sleigh tonight. I just want to give a huge shout out to Mark for putting us on down here. I want to give a shout out to Todd, one of his good buddies, and Tom, Todd's neighbor, that came out here and showed us the ropes and put us on with some live bait. He let us use his radars. The hospitality down here has just been so forgiving.
You guys are gonna like this.
Holy cow!
You bounce off the bottom part and then just.
We were just coming down the ramp right here, and Dylan had a Dr. Pepper back here, and it got pinched back here. You might dump all that off of the camera gear bag. I don't know what happened. We came down here, punctured it. That's Dr. Pepper spray right there. We didn't really have the best of luck yesterday. We stayed at it for pretty much all day and nothing. The guys around us stayed hooked up, but today we're packing light. We're gonna try mobile holes everywhere, and we gotta catch something before we go home. I gotta see a walleye on camera. The only thing set in the back of our mind is that it's like 9 hours to go back home, so I do have to work tomorrow.
I mean, it's right. We're right.
Oh, okay. Right in between those channels?
Halfway somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, works good for me. So this is this really cool app that you can mark. So this is where we put in down here. I never turned this off, so it marked the whole way when we went back to the resort. That's funny. But we're probably about 3/4 of a mile inland. There's these 2 little hill humps like right here and here, and we're kind of set up right in the channel of it. So we're gonna punch through some ice and we're gonna get some equipment set up. There you go. There you go. Good job. What's your name?
Beck.
Beck? Good job, buddy. All right, what's your name?
Eve.
Ely?
Elin.
Elin? That's pretty close. My daughter's name's Ellie. Pretty close there. So these kids are over here having some fun. They poked through some holes down here and they came and asked me for some shiners. Elin's gonna come down here and scoop out these big old shiners. Do you got names for these guys at all? Or?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Timmy, Billy, and Bob. Oh,
Tim, Billy, and Bob?
Here we go.
You did it! Hey, we got Tom with the fish on!
You guys are gonna like this. Wait, you wanna give me a hand with this guy?
Yeah, what do you need me to do?
It's a bass.
Just slip him.
Is it a bass?
Yeah.
That's a big
Oh
bass.
my.
That's a really big bass.
Oh my god!
Dad, that's too big a bass.
Holy cow!
Oh, that's you need to get a photo.
Oh my god!
Told you that big.
Oh my god! Oh,
Are you alright?
yeah, these are thick rubber gloves. Dude, let me get your picture.
Freaking bass.
Oh my gosh, dude, that is awesome. Tell him, look at this thing. Oh my god. Let me zoom in on one. Oh my god.
There you go.
That's
That's the other
awesome.
game's quick.
He's bloody in the mouth.
No, he's alright.
No, he's good. It was in his lip. He came out in my glove. So what's the rule with walleye or smallmouth?
Right now, they all gotta go back.
Oh, I gotta go. That's
Holy
right.
shit.
22.
No, he's
and a-
21 and a half.
21 and a half.
That might be my. That's
So
close to my best.
I'm glad you came back out today,
Get a
man.
good picture.
I'm glad you came back out today, man. That's so cool.
No, Dad.
I think I am.
Dude, that one blows mine out of the water on my exit, my outro. Right on, dude. Let's go. That's awesome,
Fish
man.
exist.
Yeah, they're in here. That's what Todd said to me yesterday. He's like, well, at least you know there's fish in here.
Yeah.
There is fish, but
That's crazy. No problem, bud.
It didn't have the best luck, but you know, the weather conditions are a little bit odd too for this time of year. You should be able to really drive out and explore, and you're kind of limited when you're walking and whatnot. But you know, one of my close to PB smallmouth, which is pretty fun.
That's awesome, dude.
Not a normal thing that we usually catch in the winter out here. So
That blows all of our smallmouths out of the water.
fun
here.
to see, you know. So come
great.
back up in the spring and we could fish those.
I gotta get my father-in-law and my brother, and we gotta get some motion behind it because everyone wants to talk about it and they start talking about distance and like,
It's worth it. It's
That's why I'm trying to get you guys to come to our neck of the woods too, because that's
Yeah.
world-class trout fishing. I mean,
fun.
I love it so much down that way.
Those fun way that you could stay right on the ice in one of those.
Shanties,
Yeah, and then just kind of fish during the day. Go out and
different holes.
hole
That's-
hop and drive around and check out this stuff. It's a good way to do it because then you can fish the whole time you're here, you know, and you'll catch a few fish throughout the night.
That's what he
Just
said. He
randomly,
said like
so-
2 to 4. That first guy said he was
Yeah.
just slaying it.
Yep.
And then I'm like, it's hard to go back to sleep after that. Your day started
you
at
can do it just fine.
your day started at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of fun being woken up by that rattle, though, in the middle of the night. Tink, 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 tink.
I think they were woken up by, they said it sounded like a freight train when that ice was popping and cracking.
Oh, yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate all your hospitality.
no problem, man.
You guys have been more than generous to me and my buddy. I really
Yeah.
appreciate all of that. So
It's kind of one of those things. I just like seeing people get out and do it.
it's
so.
exciting too, man. If somebody's never done it and you put them
Well,
on, like,
that's kind of fun too. Like, I wish we could have got you guys some fish, but
it's all right.
it is what it is.
We're gonna have to come down here for more than a day next
Yeah.
time.
I'd say you guys were pretty, you know.
We hammered all
you were
angles we could.
prepared, You know, and
As much
you
as we
learned
could
a few things at least, right?
That's what I told him. I was like, on the way here, I was like, you know, I'm really proud of how, like, on the fly, like, we were pretty decently prepared.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, I don't know if they were expecting us to show up with just a fishing pole and like, oh, we don't use them around here, partner.
Big rod.
Yeah. I can't even hold it. He's big.